Jack, thanks for coming in to meet with me today. How are you feeling this morning? That's good. Now, as you know, we're here to talk about what's going on with your training sessions, but before we start, I just want to make it clear to you that I'm here to listen to your thoughts, I'm here to listen to your concerns, so that I can understand how you're feeling about the process. When you entered the program, you took a really positive step in your life, and I'd like to acknowledge the effort that you've put in so far. I do need to remind you that the review team doesn't think that you're taking the program seriously. They may recommend to the judge to terminate the program, and you might end up having to serve the remainder of your suspended sentence. And we don't want that to happen. You have to remember that the court has the power to amend or revoke your treatment order. That power is not just used to reward attendance or punish non-attendance. It's about figuring out what is going to work for each individual person to help you complete your journey. And the person who can best inform us onto what's working for you and what isn't working for you is you, because ultimately this is your journey, your life. So talk to me. How are you feeling about the program? So you've mentioned that your classmates can talk about whatever they want during the training session. Have you considered that by keeping the training an open forum where anything can be shared might help make the program feel more relaxed? Okay. Do you feel more comfortable sharing and asking questions in a relaxed environment? So you've mentioned to me that you're feeling quite triggered by some of the topics that these other students are bringing up. It might be difficult to avoid these topics altogether in general life. Have you considered that hearing about them in a relaxed environment where you're not really under any pressure to respond or react in a certain way might help you deal with hearing about them in the future? Thank you, Jack. I can appreciate that you feel like there might be some value for you there. You also mentioned to me that you're feeling a bit frustrated with how the training session's being run. You aren't feeling very engaged, is that right? It's important for us to make sure that the training is working for you. What about the training is making you feel bored? So you feel like the pace is quite slow and the trainer is repeating himself a lot. It's great that you can identify that. What do you think you would need to feel more engaged? Do you feel like a more advanced class would be more suited to you? That's definitely something that we can look at. In the meantime, do you think it would help for you to have the freedom to work ahead of other students? Thanks for sharing that feedback with me. Do you think it would be helpful for you and I to have a conversation with the trainer about what about the program isn't working for you? Okay. So you're open to the discussion and you think that it might help, but you're still concerned about the crowded train ride to get to your sessions. I understand that your medication makes it quite difficult for you to wake up some days, and that the commute is taking you over an hour, and the crowded train is causing you to feel so claustrophobic to the extent where you've actually smashed a window once. That it's okay to feel frustrated, and I encourage you to reach out to us when you're feeling like this. This program is about brightening your future, and the court team is here to help you do that. A really good opportunity to work through this issue. Let me see. There is another training facility in the CBD, and while it's a bit further away, there are express services running which might help you get there a bit faster. Or we could look at moving your training session to the afternoon. You'd have more time to wake up, as well as the train would be a lot less crowded that time of day. Alternatively, we could ask the court whether or not they would be willing to provide funding for cab fare to get to and from sessions. What do you think would work best for you? That sounds like a good option. I'd like to bring your concerns to the court team so we can see about having this adjustment made. Now, I'm sure you understand letting out your frustrations on public property is probably not the best way to go about it. Is there anything else that you could do to help release your frustration in a healthy way? There helps distract you? That's good. Do you have a breathing exercise that you could do? That's a really good tool that you could use, yeah. How are you feeling now? Are you feeling a bit more optimistic about your training? It's important that you comply with your treatment order and let us know as soon as possible if you can't attend or if you're struggling. That includes if you're running late, if you're not feeling well, if there's something that isn't working for you, or if you're just feeling frustrated. All you need to do is give me a call. Your well-being and your success matters to us. This communication is a way to demonstrate to the court team that you're serious and committed to the program, and it will empower us to help you work through any problems you might have in the future. You don't need to do this alone. Can you do that for me? Great. Thank you, Jack. Let's set up another meeting next week so we can check in and see how things are working for you. Great. Okay. I'll see you then, and remember, if anything else comes up in the meantime, to just reach out and give me a call. Thanks, bye.